Most people's souls flatline before they hit 30, and they don't even realize it. You wake up, scroll, work a draining job, binge Netflix, and repeat. This isn't living. It's sleepwalking. Studies show 73% of adults feel spiritually empty by 35. But spiritual death isn't dramatic. It's slow and reversible. After a decade of research, I've identified 6 science-backed patterns that separate the spiritually alive from the walking dead. By the end of this, you'll understand why your spirit feels suffocated and how to revive it. Do you know that your soul has an expiration date, and for most people, it hits long before their first gray hair? You feel it, don't you? That silent emptiness behind the busyness. The haunting question of, is this all there is? That you quickly numb away. This isn't a coincidence. It's a spiritual assassination. While the world keeps you distracted, consumed, and exhausted, your inner light is systematically extinguished. But if you're hearing this, you are part of the remnant. You are still fighting. Today, I expose the 6 silent killers of the soul, the modern traps that flatline your spirit by age 30. What you learn in the next 10 minutes will either terrify you or resurrect you. The first soul killer is the digital dopamine hijack. Your phone isn't a tool, it's a synthetic soul replacement. Every like, every notification is a micro-dose of spiritual anesthesia. It hijacks the same neurological pathways meant for prayer, meditation, and genuine connection. You are being fed digital junk food until you forget the taste of a real spiritual meal. Your brain becomes so overstimulated it can no longer hear the whispers of its own soul. This is by design. A numb population is a controlled population. This leads directly to the second killer, the spiritual metabolism crash. You're consuming more information in a day than a medieval person did in a lifetime. Podcasts, news, videos, it's a continuous feast of mental junk. Your spirit has a metabolism for processing experience into wisdom. You have overloaded it to the point of shutdown. You can't digest meaning because you never stop swallowing content. Your inner world is a bloated, stagnant landfill, and you wonder why you feel so empty. The third killer is the most insidious, the outsourced purpose trap. You are born with an inner compass, a divine GPS wired into your soul, but you have handed the controls over to bosses, influencers, and the culture. You chase their likes, their goals, their definition of success. You have abandoned your own throne and now beg for crumbs from someone else's table. Your purpose is not out there. It was never out there. It's the silent, ignored voice within that you've been taught to distrust. This creates the fourth killer, the complexity paralysis. The spiritual industry wants you to believe awakening is complex. It's not. It's brutally simple. You have confused consuming information about enlightenment with the act of becoming enlightened. You collect quotes and philosophies like trophies, but your daily life remains unchanged. You are a spiritual spectator, watching others play the game of life while you sit in the stands. Real transformation is not comprehended. It is practiced. It is embodied. Underneath it all is the fifth killer, the emotional anesthesia syndrome. You have been taught that negative emotions are errors to be fixed. Sadness, anger, anxiety. You drug them, scroll them away, binge them into silence. But in numbing your pain, you have also numbed your joy, your passion, your ecstasy. You traded a full spectrum of human experience for a flat, gray, safe numbness. A soul cannot live in a vacuum. It needs the electricity of feeling to be alive. This culminates in the final terminal diagnosis: meaning deficit disorder. You are overwhelmed with choice but starved for meaning. Ancient rituals are gone. You have no rites of passage, no shared story, no cosmic context. You are a ghost in a machine, consuming the highlighted stories of others while your own life feels like a boring, meaningless footnote. You are living a life someone else wrote for you, and your soul is dying of hunger in the midst of a psychic feast. Knowing these killers is the first step to disarm them. This is your intervention. Your soul is screaming for a way out of the maze. Implementing the countermeasures, the digital fasts, the input diets, the reconnection to internal purpose, isn't self-improvement. It is spiritual warfare. It is a rebellion against the modern world designed to harvest your attention and kill your spirit. Those who apply this knowledge will step into a new reality, one of vitality, depth, and power. Those who ignore it will remain among the walking dead, forever wondering what was missing. You now see the 6 soul killers: the hijack, the crash, the trap, the paralysis, the anesthesia, and the disorder. This is the hidden curriculum of spiritual death. You are no longer blind. You can see the wires. You can see the cage. This knowledge makes you responsible. You cannot unsee this. Your comfort zone is a spiritual coffin. It is time to choose. Remain comfortable and dead, or embrace the discomfort of being truly, fully alive. If this truth reverberated in your soul, smash the like button. This is a signal to the algorithm, a beacon for other awakened souls. Comment, "I am awake" below if you are ready to break the cycle and refuse a spiritual death. Subscribe right now, because next I will reveal the ancient Stoic war ritual for building an unbreakable mind in 7 days. A video they don't want the powerful to see. Your spirit does not want to die. It is fighting to breathe. It led you here. This is your call to arms. The walking dead sleepwalk. The awakened choose. Now you choose. You now have 6 techniques to revive your spiritual life, but action matters more than knowledge. Start with 1. Transformation begins with discomfort. Follow that signal. Spiritual growth is reclaiming your ability to feel, reflect, and live with meaning. These aren't feel-good hacks. They're revolutionary acts in a world designed to keep you numb. Your soul isn't waiting for a better time. It's waiting for you to wake up and start living.